What's up, guys? It's your boy G Pottery and Rabbitry. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, as well as turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, you will be notified. So, guys, in today's video, a lot of people have been asking me what's the best strategy when you want to venture into special breeds. When you talk about special breeds, if you watch my previous videos, I have a video footage. Yeah, it is special breeds, right? So a lot of people have been asking me, what's the best strategy when you want to venture into the special breeds? So when we are talking about the special breeds, we are talking about the Brahma chickens, the Orpingtons breeds, the Jersey Giant. We have a lot of ornamental breeds that we have. So in Zimbabwe, the most common special breeds, we have my Brahma chickens as well as my Orpington chickens. So we do have about, in Zimbabwe, we do have about 7 to 6 common types of Brahmas, and also around 3 to 5 types of Orpingtons. So guys, we want to talk about the best strategy to implement when you want to venture into special or ornamental breeds. So guys, stay tuned as we want to talk about the best strategies, right? We want to talk about the best strategies. Guys, for those who want brooding services, we offer brooding services from day old up to 4 weeks, a maximum of 4 weeks. So for those who want brooding service, don't forget to get in touch with us. Terms and conditions apply. I'll attach the numbers on the screens for those who want to discuss about brooding services. Brooding service refers to kuchengeta huku dzenyu for a maximum of 4 weeks. Tinokuchengeterai tokuitirai kuti brooding yenyu isakunetsai, mozotora huku dzenyu. It's either from 2 weeks, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Kana dzaita sei, kana dzati kurei dzisingachade brooding, dzisingade kuregulate temperatures. So guys, don't forget to get in touch. Deep Poultry and Rabbitry. So guys, let's go straight into today's video and today's business. So we want to understand, guys, I've been receiving a lot of comments on TikTok, on Facebook, or even on WhatsApp. If I advertise Brahma chickens, let's say a single hen at $80, a lot of people would comment, Yagoa Mombere, what, does it lay more than twice a day? Does it lay 6 eggs per day? These are special breeds. You need to understand. So the first strategy that you need to do when you want to venture into this Brahma breeds, you need to understand the breeds, right? Do a proper research on these ornamental birds, right? What are the advantages? What's the market value? Um, and so forth. You need to make sure you do the proper research, right? Learn about the characteristics, needs, benefits of Brahmas and Orpingtons and Jersey Giants and what, or the special breeds or a specific breed that you want to venture into. So a lot of people don't do a proper research and you end up commenting in groups, why is it so expensive? Same applies to when it comes to dogs. A German Shepherd puppy um, costs around $350 to $450. Whereas our hard Mashona puppy, you can exchange it with a Roadrunner chicken or $5 or dollar, or you can be given for free because of we need genes. So genes will never lie, right? So you need to make sure you research about specific breeds that you want to venture into. Be it Brahmas, maybe you want to venture into light Colombian Brahma and buff Brahma, or light Colombian Brahma and silver Bearded Brahma, or any type of Brahma, or one or two or three. You need to do proper research, know the breeds, know the characteristics, as well as know the advantages and disadvantages of keeping those breeds in Zimbabwe. So a lot of people they buy these chickens are not knowing what they are buying, right? They end up buying wrong things. For example, someone can buy a hen or a cock or tot a bird with mafeathers kumakumbo in the name of a Brahma, but it could be a cross between a Brahma and Saso. It could be a cross between Brahma and Black Australorp, right? But those feathers kumakumbo, the characteristics of feathers of those feathers kumakumbo dzinogona kunge dziripo because pakuroswa a bird with those feathers kumakumbo. So a lot of people now buy those chicks or those hens or those birds in the name of Brahma because in a kushe kumakumbo. So you should understand some of the characteristics. A lot of people A lot of people also get offended when they say they are selling Brahma chickens. Then they come to my inbox, are these Brahma chickens? Then when I say they are crosses, they get offended. Why? Because they don't know the characteristic. Huku inogona ngene makushe kumakumbo, right? But ine musoro where a normal chicken. So another thing on research, you should make sure you do what we call the research on market demand. We understand we do have different types of Brahma, right? We also do have different types of Orpingtons, right? But the demand is not the same, right? The demand of light Colombian Brahma and also the market demand of silver British Brahma or buff Brahma is different, right? So you should mostly search on um, the most required breed when it comes to market, right? So you should also access the local demand of this ornamental. Really different demand ye Brahma, ye demand also ye Orpington is different depending with the type of Orpington that you have and also depending with the type of the Brahma chicken that you have. So market research is very important, right? You can do your expensive breeds kure nekune market, right? For example, waita kana kumusha kwekuti kune kuri nemarket, you should also cater for those kuti kana ndikazoita kure kwakadaro ndoma transport ase, because mostly market is in Harare. That's where the market, even for the local beds, for my black australope, for the sasso breeds, for the ordinary breeds, the market is mostly in Harare. So you should uh, make sure you do the market research. Right. Then another issue, the very important issue now, in order to you should make sure you find your parent stock or your breeder stock from reputable suppliers, reliable breeders. Make sure you do a proper research on who do you have the best, for example, like Colombian as of now, right? Do a proper research. Taura nevanhu vakawanda vachiziva kuti zvakamira sei, vane mabreeds akaita sei. And most important thing is be on ground. If you want to book light Colombian Brahma with deep poultry, go on ground where the parent stock is. See the light Colombian Brahma. Make the characteristics that you have researched and the characteristics that that is on the ground. Then after that, you can easily identify this is the good breed. Or deep poultry can have a good black Orpington, but can have a bad buff Orpington in terms of the characteristics, in terms of what you call the genetics. So you should make sure you find reliable breeders or HRs that specialize in this breed. Right? A lot of people do specialize when it comes to Brahma. A lot of people do specialize with just three or two. There are some people who specialize in almost all the types of the Brahma. It's possible, but a lot of people specialize in one or two types of Brahmas. So you can find Red Colombian Brahma from deep poultry. You can find Silver Petrich Brahma from another reliable farmer. You can find Buff Brahma from another reliable uh, breeder. Right? Why? Because you are following the genes. You know the characteristic of certain genes, of certain breeds, right? So you should go for those characteristics. So ensure that stock, the breeding stock, is good genetic traits. Health egg production, you should be given what you call the history of those breeds, right? As well as the bloodline. Yakabva kupi huku yako. You should know the traits so that you can control inbreeding in future, right? So that's number two, where to source the stock, the breeding stock. Go for reliable breeders. So another strategy is on what you call the fowl run design, right? You should make sure you design a good fowl run, which is well ventilated and also which is secure to protect the birds from predators. So make sure you you make sure you build a well ventilated, especially on ventilation. Imwe dangara kuchitonhora stiri kana kuchipisa stiri. So if your fowl run is well ventilated, it means you have an advantage yekuti kana riri well ventilated unokwanisa huku dzako chero ukapisa dzinenge dzine fresh air hadzinetse. So when it comes to space requirements now, when you want to venture into special breeds, the space requirements for ordinary breeds and the space requirements for these ornamental beds or special breeds is different now. Same applies. The space requirements for broilers and the space requirements for layers and roadrunner, it's not the same. So when it comes to these special breeds, you need 5 beds per square meter. So 5 beds per square meter, that's the most recommended space, right? When we are saying about square meter, it's 1 meter by 1 meter. That's a square meter. So that space must accommodate at most 5 beds. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's okay. If you exceed to 7, 8, as net production, yakanaka. So that's on fowl and construction. Well ventilated, secure in terms of everything, be it biosecurity, be it physical security. You should be you should make sure that your fowl run is secure. Then guys, the feeding and nutrition, you should make sure you feed these birds. We don't venture into this special breeds. You should make sure you feed these birds with quality feed. If it's starter, make sure you buy feed from reputable supplier. You give them starter. If it's grower, you buy feed from reputable suppliers, right? So you should provide quality feed with balanced diet, right? Tailored for ornamental birds mostly, but you find it in Zimbabwe, you can buy capital feeds. The roadrunner feed is good for those ornamental beds. So you can use those ornamental beds. So the feed should include protein, carbohydrates, vitamin, calcium, everything that is needed for a balanced diet when it comes to feeding chickens. Then you should also add some greens, the same way you do to layers, the same way you do to roadrunners. There's a time when you need those greens just for supplement of vitamins, as well as to reduce boredom, right? So you should consider supplements for either health and egg production. So giving supplements like vegetables increase the production in terms of egg production, as well as giving supplements like calcium grits, giving vitamins, supplements, zvakawanda. So you should make sure you give also balanced diet when it comes to feed. Starter, grower, when they are on laying point, you give roadrunner, breeder. Then another issue, should be ready for what you call the health management. Huku hadzikure nenyasha, make sure you vaccinate your birds from day old up to point of lay, right? You should make sure you follow the vaccination schedule. Keep up with necessary vaccinations and health checks. You should also establish a relationship with a vet or someone who do have practical experience in keeping these ornamental birds. There's a difference between someone who is keeping layers and someone who is keeping ornamental birds. So you should engage yourself with someone who is so good in genetics, right? Because it's not good. You can buy a cock or a hen for $85 for $120, right? Then after buying, you can see that is haina ma-desired characteristics, haina ma-characteristics andinoda. So it will be a loss. Zvasiyana nekutenga huku $10 unogona kuisa poto. So you should engage with someone who do have experience in certain type of beds, certain types of those ornamental beds, so that anokwanisa kukubatsira kuti kana ukatora tenga light Colombian Brahma, if you are not sure, engage with him. Musendere ma pictures. I want to buy this. Is it good? And if it's not good, why is it not good? Then wakuziya kuti next time ndotarisa izvi, ndakuziya kuti ndotarisa izvi. So you should make sure you also engage with veterinary people, right? So those people can help you to, in terms of vaccinations, kana usingagoni, in terms of treatments anodiwa. But a lot of veterinary people mostly vanorasa vanhu because vanenge vachida mari. So what I advise, engage with someone with practical experience. Iva friend yake womisa padhuze, okubatsira with that practical experience inokwanisa kuita sei inokwanisa kubatsira ndo when it comes to health management. Then another issue nyaya yemarketing, right? Vanhu vazhinji vanoda kumaketa business pamastatuses, right? Kuti ndinomaketa business pamastatuses, pane patori nehama dzako dzisingadi kuti ubudirire, saka mostly ukamaketa business rako haritengwe nehama. So you should engage kumasocial media platforms ese, be it TikTok, be it Facebook, be it WhatsApp. You should advertise your breeds. But the one thing that I assure you is, if you do have pure breeds and special breeds, it's very difficult for you kugara uine machicks, right? For now the demand is very high, so it's very difficult for you kugara uine machicks. If you have the proper breeds, mostly you will be fully booked. So you should make sure kuti waita social media marketing. If you give munhu chinhu chakanaka, anorifeya chi vamwe. Then attend also local agricultural show and sort of markets to showcase your birds. Zvinoita kuti market iite sei iveko. Then you should, as I mentioned earlier, you should always use social media platforms to promote your chicken, to advertise your chickens, right? The network, join local groups dzine vamwe, right? Kana ukaita huku yakuda kutenga, you can send mugroup kuti guys, huku yakamira sei, they will advise you kuti huku yakadhakwa, iyi huku inoda zvakati, inoda zvakati, haiite because of zvakati, iri right because of chi. Zvinoita kuti engage, and also unoita uchidzidza from those local groups kune vanenge vachichengeta the same types of breeds, right? Ndizvo handiti. So by these strategies you can successfully start a poultry farming, specifically for ornamental birds. A lot of people are making money with these ornamental birds because selling a day old chick is $7, selling a fertilized egg at $3 each. It's more profitable than selling a crate of eggs of ordinary breeds at $10, $8, as well as selling day old chicks at $1. The difference is massive, guys. So you should make sure you start your ornamental birds poultry farming, your special breeds poultry farming as soon as possible. The best thing you should do is to start. Don't forget to subscribe and like, share, comment, as well as turn on the notification bell so that when I come up with another video, you will be notified. See you in the next episode.